Hi, welcome to this quick Wisdom Wednesday episode on the 13th of May 2020. A change is taking place in the world and in the people of the world as we're beginning to learn to accept and adapt to lives where we are more solitary and less socially interactive. We're spending more time at home and more time with our immediate family members. And we are also witnessing people responding to all of this in their own different ways. Now, some are thriving and finding an intimate relationship with themselves or with their family, and others are not. But before we dive into that, I'd like to take a moment to say hi and to remind you of my philosophy that we can live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed us all into being. Because this philosophy can be the basis for having a new look on life and your way of being in the world. So I'm Carrie Fox, and an important mission in my life has been to keep reminding people of our infinite wisdom connection, and to share my belief that each and every one of us came here with the intention of having a grand adventure, but we get sidetracked and we lose our awareness of the goodness of life. Now, for the last few years, I've spent a lot of time and attention on helping wounded women, women who are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I help them to get their mojo back. Did we just lose that screen? There we go. Okay. Today, my focus is to look at those times when life hurts and how we react and can react when we do it from the perspective of that higher guidance and intention. So let's get to it. First of all, life sucks sometimes. The reasons for that can be any millions of reasons. And I'm not going to get into all of them because it doesn't make any difference. I want to focus more on your reactions to the events that make you feel like this, and to understand that the truth is usually more accurately that life sucks, and then it gets better, and then it sucks again. So I think most of us have had days and likely even longer periods of time when we've thought like this and felt like this, that we felt pretty glum, like there's this personal little rain cloud over our heads. One of the things I've learned in my lifetime is how you look at these times depends on perspective. How you respond to anything in your life depends on perspective. So most people would think having a pile of money would be wonderful, but here's Mickey with tears running down his face. Because to other people, sitting on a pile of money could not look wonderful. It could be sad and hurtful because of their perspective. It could be that that's not enough money and it's bumming them out. It could be that it's a pile of $20 bills and they wanted a pile of $100 bills. It's just perspective. Now, when it comes to perspective, my philosophy is always to look at where that perspective is coming from. And obviously, it's coming from inside of you, but where inside of you? If you followed my work at all, you've probably seen this image before. It shows the two basic operating systems that we have inside of us. One is the head, and the head is where the ego is the gatekeeper. And you know what? Sometimes our egos get out of control and they want us to feel bad and fearful. That makes them feel powerful. And it creates feelings and emotions, as I'm showing on the left-hand side there. Those are the kinds of things that the ego tries to make us feel. The other operating system is from the heart, and love is the gatekeeper of the heart. And it encourages feelings and emotions like the list on the right. Now, this concept of having two operating systems inside of us is important when something happens in your life that hurts. Because when you are feeling hurt, it is almost always your brain that wants to take over and keep you in that place of hurting. It wants to capitalize on your feeling sad and broken or betrayed and hurt. Now, I've had many clients who have thought when they first see this slide or hear this perspective that is just a little bit too simplistic or maybe even unrealistic. But I'm telling you, when recognizing when your ego is trying to take control, it can change your life. Now, I do want to do a disclosure here, and that's that I'm not suggesting that whenever your life has happened or whatever has happened in your life, that it wasn't traumatic or that it didn't hurt or that it didn't throw you for a loop. But what I've learned, what many people have learned, is that you are in control of how your hurt affects your life. Hang on with me here. Now, one of the things I've learned about hurt and anger and grief, those things that make life hurt, is to not try and manage it. Try not to suck it up or set it aside or bury it. My advice when you are feeling that hurt is to give into it 100%. Cry, scream, throw a hissy fit, but get it out. Don't let it stay inside and fester. Now, obviously, this is a deeply personal moment, so doing it in the privacy of your own home is probably best. I had a client one time that after we had a discussion about this, she got into her car and she drove to a park. She parked the car in a secluded park and she screamed and she cried and she pounded on the steering wheel for 10 minutes. That is the key, my friend. Give into it, but give it a time limit and get rid of it. Now, depending on how fresh your hurt is, it may come back up. Just rinse and repeat. Give into it. Get rid of it. And if it comes up again the next day, give into it. Give it a time limit. And you will find that you will get over your hurts so much faster and they will not become a habit. The longer you let a hurt become a habit, the harder it is to get over it. I went through a time in my life where I was depressed. I cried every single day for 2 years. It had become a habit. I was in a depression and a sadness habit, and I had to fight my way out because I had a 2-year habit developed there. I don't do that anymore. Now, why did I select this topic this week, right now? Well, it's because of the millions of people that have had their lives changed with this virus, shelter at home, social distancing thing. And I'm recognizing the differences between those who are adapting and embracing something new and those who are fighting against it tooth and nail. So right now, I want you to think for a moment, which group is operating from their heart space? And which group is under the control of an out of control ego? Now, it doesn't really matter why they're feeling the hurt. It doesn't make any difference why anybody is reacting one way or the other. What does make a difference is being aware and being able to choose a new way. You could say it's as simple as embracing change versus fighting change. But the big key here for me and why this is important is because how it makes you feel. How do you feel when you are hurt and sad and angry and resisting change? How does it feel? Are you calm or are you all riled up? And then again, I have to ask, why is that important? Well, it's important because if you have been following me for a while, you know what I'm going to say here. It's because your feelings create more of that feeling. When you are feeling joy, you are emitting a vibrational frequency of joy. You're creating it around yourself in a kind of a field of energy. But you are also sending these vibrations to cosmic consciousness, to the universe, to source. What you're actually doing is saying, I want more of this. That is your cosmic ordering system. So when you are feeling hurt or anger or regret, you are sending those vibrations out, basically ordering more of the same. And when you do that day after day after day, you're confirming it. Yes, this is what I want. Do you get that? So you get to choose. What do you want more of? Do you want more joy or more sadness? Do you want more gratitude or more irritation? Or would you rather have smooth sailing? Look, you get to choose. Now, I know for some of you, this seems too simplistic. And if you'd like to talk more about it, if you'd like to delve in farther into your feelings about this subject, how you perceive it, I'd be happy to chat with you further about it. My Facebook page is Harmony Enterprises with Carrie Fox. You can message me there. And by the way, I also have a meditation workshop next month. And meditation can also change your life. It can change your way of being in the world. Now, this workshop is designed especially for those who think that they can't meditate. It has all the tips and the tricks that I've learned over the years that have really helped people who are resistant to meditation to really get into that meditative state that will assist you in connecting to that infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. So if you'd like to be put on the waiting list to be notified when registration comes up, just drop me a line at Harmony Enterprises, meditation workshop at harmonyenterprises.net. And remember, it's okay to have a bad day. There can be so many reasons why that might happen, from trauma to biorhythms. But I beg of you to not let those bad days become a habit. Don't let them run into one another. From one bad day to another bad day to another bad day. You have the choice and you have the power. Not only that, you have the track record of getting through those bad days so that you can live in harmony with the infinite wisdom that dreamed you into being. So the bottom line is, when life hurts, you can allow yourself to feel the pain and also allow yourself to decide how long to do that. You can give it an expiration date because it's important, the energy that you give off. So that's it for today. I hope you choose love. And remember, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, it's time to get your mojo back. Thanks for spending this time with me today. Again, I'm Carrie Fox with Harmony Enterprises, and I want to say bye for now. Yep, didn't work. Bye for now.